Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Life has a way of testing our patience, especially when we feel like we're doing all the right things, staying in faith, showing up, being kind, doing our best, and still not seeing the results. It's easy to get discouraged, to think maybe God changed his mind, maybe it's not meant to be, maybe the dream is dead. But I want you to hear this deep in your spirit today. A delay is not a denial. What looks like silence from heaven is often the loudest proof that something is being prepared for you. God isn't ignoring your prayers. He's not withholding the answer to punish you. No, he's refining the timing so that the blessing comes when it will do the most good. He loves you too much to answer prematurely. He sees what you can't see. He knows what's around the corner, and sometimes his not yet is a gift dressed as a disappointment. You prayed for the promotion, but you didn't get it. That's not a no. That's a hold on, I've got something better. You asked for the door to open, but it stayed shut. That's not rejection. It's redirection. God didn't say never. He said not now. And if you'll stay in faith during the not now, you'll walk into a suddenly. That makes the wait worth it. He's a God of surprises, a God of turnarounds, and many times the longer the wait, the bigger the blessing. Too often we confuse delay with being forgotten. We think, God, have you moved on to someone else? Did you overlook me? But let me remind you, he knows your name. He's heard every prayer, seen every tear, counted every step, and what he started in you, he will finish. He's not in the business of leaving things halfway. You may feel like you've been passed over, but you haven't been passed over. You've been preserved. That delay might be protecting you. If the relationship had worked out when you wanted, it might have brought more heartache than healing. If the business had taken off too soon, you may not have had the maturity to sustain it. If the opportunity had opened before you were ready, it could have overwhelmed you. God's delay is often his mercy in disguise. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. This is where trust is tested. When you're in the hallway between the promise and the fulfillment, between the prayer and the provision, you've got to decide, am I going to let the delay steal my joy, or am I going to keep believing, even when nothing is changing? Real faith says, I don't see it yet, but I still believe it's coming. I haven't received it yet, but I know my God is faithful. That kind of faith moves mountains. You're not waiting on people, you're waiting on purpose. People might let you down. They may not return your call. They may not open the door. But God never forgets what he promised. The schedule of heaven doesn't run by your clock. It doesn't run by your age or your deadline. God knows the perfect moment, the perfect setup, the perfect alignment. And when it all comes together, it will happen so quickly, you won't even remember the frustration of the wait. That's why you can't let a temporary delay make you walk away from a permanent promise. You've come too far to stop now. You've invested too much to give up. The enemy would love for you to quit right before the breakthrough. But if you'll just keep going, keep believing, keep praising even in the pause, you're going to step into something that eyes haven't seen and ears haven't heard. God has a track record of showing up at just the right time. When Lazarus died, Jesus didn't show up on day 1 or day 2. He showed up after 4 days when everyone thought it was too late. But it wasn't too late. It was just in time for a miracle. When the Israelites were backed up to the Red Sea with Pharaoh's army chasing them, it looked like the end. But that's when God parted the waters. He may not come early, but he'll never come late. If he did it before, he can do it again. And he's not going to start something in you and leave it unfinished. That dream, that vision, that calling, it's still alive. Don't bury what God hasn't finished. Don't let impatience be the thief of your promise. His ways are higher, his thoughts are greater, and his plan for you includes the waiting room. In the waiting, there's growth. In the waiting, there's stretching. In the waiting, God is doing a work in you so that when the blessing comes, you're ready to carry it with grace. You're learning how to lean on Him, how to stay grounded, how to develop a quiet confidence that doesn't depend on circumstances. And when the time comes, you'll be able to look back and say, "It didn't happen when I wanted, but it happened better than I ever dreamed." So today, don't be discouraged by what hasn't happened yet. The delay doesn't mean denial. God hasn't changed His mind. The promise is still in motion. It may be slow in your eyes, but it's right on schedule in heaven. Stay the course, trust the process, and hold on. Because what's on the way is worth every second of the wait. We all love quick answers, instant breakthroughs, and overnight success. But that's not how God usually works. Most of the time, the growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in the shadows. It happens when we're waiting, when we're praying and nothing's moving, when we're doing the right thing and not seeing the results. That's where trust grows. That's where your faith gets deep roots. It's not in the harvest that you develop strength. It's in the waiting season. The waiting season is where God develops warriors. It's where He trains your faith to stand when things don't make sense. It's easy to trust when the doors are opening, when the business is booming, when the answers come quickly. But real trust says, even when it's quiet, I'll still praise you. Even when it hurts, I'll still believe. That kind of trust doesn't waver with the weather. It holds steady through the storm. God is more interested in who you're becoming than how fast you're getting there. Sometimes we think the goal is the destination, but in God's eyes, the journey is just as important. Every delay, every pause, every not yet is shaping something inside you. Patience, resilience, endurance. You're learning to trust the giver more than the gift, the source more than the supply. That's when your faith becomes unshakable. The truth is, if God gave you everything you asked for the moment you asked for it, you wouldn't need trust. There would be no growth, no stretching, no refining. You'd stay spiritually shallow, but God loves you too much to leave you underdeveloped. So He lets you wait, not to frustrate you, but to build you, to prove to you that even without the answer, you're still blessed. Even in the delay, you're still favored. The longer the wait, the deeper the work. While you're waiting, God is not inactive. He's incredibly active in your heart. He's removing fear, uprooting doubt, strengthening your spiritual muscles. And when you come out of that season, you'll have a confidence that no storm can shake. Because you've learned to trust, not in what you see, but in who your God is. Some of your greatest victories won't be the things you receive. They'll be the faith you build while waiting for them. That's the real treasure. That's the reward that lasts. Anyone can celebrate when the door opens, but when you can celebrate in the hallway, that's when heaven takes notice. That's when you show the world, my faith isn't based on conditions. It's rooted in the character of my God. There's a maturity that only comes through waiting. You stop begging and start trusting. You stop worrying and start resting. You begin to walk with a calm assurance, not because everything is going right, but because you've been in the fire and you've seen that He never leaves your side. He may not answer when you want, but He always answers with wisdom and love. You'll look back one day and realize that the waiting season was not wasted. It was preparing you, developing you, equipping you. You'll see that what felt like a setback was actually a setup for something greater. God was not holding you back. He was holding you up. He was giving you the strength to carry what you prayed for without it crushing you. Don't despise the process. Don't rush the journey. There's beauty in the becoming. God is working in the silence. He's speaking in the stillness. And as you trust Him through the unknown, your roots are going deep. When the winds of life blow, you won't be shaken, because your foundation isn't in what you see, it's in the one you know. You may feel like nothing is changing, but something is growing. Under the surface, beneath what's visible, faith is being formed. And when the breakthrough finally comes, it won't just be a blessing, it'll be the fruit of a stronger, deeper, more unshakable you. That's what God is after. He's not just working on the outcome, He's working on the inside. So if you're in a waiting season right now, don't be discouraged. Don't let the enemy whisper that it's over, that you've been forgotten, that you missed it. That's a lie. You're right where you need to be. Trust is growing, faith is building, strength is rising, and when God moves, He will move in such a way that it's clear He was preparing you the entire time. Keep showing up, keep praising, keep believing. The wait is not punishment, it's preparation. The delay is not a detour, it's divine design. And the trust you're building now will carry you into every promise God has spoken over your life. You don't have to live worried that you're going to miss what God has for you. You don't have to be anxious about who's getting ahead of you, who's getting chosen, who's getting noticed. What's meant for you cannot be taken from you. You are not in competition for your calling. You are not racing against other people for your destiny. The God who created you already designed a plan that has your name on it, and nobody else can walk in it. When you truly believe that, it sets you free from comparison. You stop wondering why someone else got the promotion or why their dream seems to be unfolding faster. You stop thinking, "What about me?" And you start thinking, "God's got me." You begin to understand that someone else's blessing is not a threat to yours. Someone else's breakthrough doesn't cancel out what God has planned for you. The truth is, if it was yours, you don't have to fight to keep it. And if it's not yours, you don't have to struggle to earn it. You don't have to manipulate situations or try to force what doesn't feel right. God opens the right doors and closes the wrong ones, and when you learn to trust His divine allocation, His perfect distribution of purpose, you stop striving and start resting. The enemy would love to convince you that you're late, that you missed your moment, that someone else took what should have been yours. But God doesn't operate in scarcity. He's not handing out leftovers. He's not running out of favor or opportunities or provision. He's a God of abundance, and what He has for you is so specifically tailored that it won't fit anyone else. You might see someone else walking in something you've been praying for. Don't get bitter, get better. Celebrate them, knowing that their victory is proof that yours is on the way. If He did it for them, He can do it for you. The same God who blessed them hasn't forgotten you. What He did, there is just confirmation that He's still moving, still working, still fulfilling promises. When the time is right, what belongs to you will find you. You won't have to chase it, force it, or compromise your values to keep it. It will come to you because it was already written into your story. You won't have to knock down every door. God will open the one that was made for you, and no one can shut it. And when it opens, it will feel like grace, not grind. Like peace, not pressure, so don't let jealousy steal your joy. Don't let comparison cloud your confidence. The lane you've been given is full of purpose, full of favor, full of potential. And the moment you start embracing it, you'll begin to see that you don't need what they have to be fulfilled. You just need to walk in what God has already placed in you. God didn't forget to bless you. He's simply preparing you, and if it hasn't happened yet, that doesn't mean it's not going to. It just means the timing isn't right, or the foundation isn't ready, or the next level needs a stronger version of you. And when it does come, it'll be so clear, so undeniable, so tailor-made that you'll say, "Only God could have done this." You can rest in knowing that no person, no mistake, no missed opportunity, no delay, no betrayal can cancel what God has spoken over your life. If He said it, it's coming. If He planned it, it's still on the schedule. You are not behind, you're not too old, you're not too late. You're exactly where you need to be for what God is doing in you. What's meant for you will not require fear to find it. It will not require panic to hold it. It will come with peace, and when it comes, it will come with such clarity, such joy, such alignment that you'll know, this is the moment I was made for. This is the purpose that's been chasing me. This is what all the waiting, all the stretching, all the preparation was about. Until then, keep showing up, keep being faithful, keep planting seeds, keep growing where you are. Because at the right time, in the right way, God is going to connect the dots. He's going to align your steps with your calling, and no one can stop it. No detour can block it. No delay can erase it. What's meant for you is still on the way. It's already been assigned. It's already been spoken, and nothing, no mistake, no enemy, no circumstance can keep it from reaching you. Your name is already on the blessing. Your time is coming.